driving geeks. Since 1973, the biggest mark in the IWC. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Tonight is the grand opening of the newly renovated OTS venue. Man, I'm so excited I even bought Dana Brooke a dozen roses for this special occasion. I know, I hate the bitch, but I bought her roses, man, because that's the kind of gentleman that mean Marky D really is. With all the excitement going on around here, ladies and gentlemen, leave it to Bruce Pritchard to put a damper on all the excitement with another terrible edition of Monday Night Raw. It seems like Bruce has taken a page out of All Elite Wrestling's playbook and put a show full with meaningless tag team matches, some of which we have seen over and over and over again for weeks in a row. Regardless of all that, ladies and gentlemen, we have some fine drink and food specials tonight. The drink special is Alistair's Black Lager. This is a lager that comes in at 6%. And Alistair Black just made his return to Friday Night SmackDown. He's going to be bringing the truth to Friday nights, just like JD brings the truth on WWE every single week. If you guys want a real truth serum that is on the tastier side of things, then this one is for you. Also, the food specials coming out of the kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. Titus has spared no expense. He's going coastal. We got some Titus O'Neil lobster rolls with lemon tarragon butter. Ladies and gentlemen, he went to Maine and caught these lobsters himself and then made it back here in time before Monday Night Raw to cook up some delicious lobster rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, enough of me. Let's get the show on the road. The grand opening is upon us. This is your Monday Night Raw post show with your host, JD from New York.
Let's see it. Got it.
Monday Night Raw continues to get worse and worse and worse every single week. We are live, man! The show is a goddamn circus, ladies and gentlemen. Tomato fights. A terrible musical performance by Elias, Miz, and Morrison, who continue to mention Bad Bunny every single week. Listen, bro, give it a rest. Water buckets, Nia Jax, slipping Dana Brooke on my TV. You know the deal, man. This show sucks. This show absolutely sucks. Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre in the main event. WWE went ahead and made the Backlash WWE Championship title match, even worse, with Braun Strowman now included. And tonight is the opening night of Inside the Venue, ladies and gentlemen. It is so glorious. It is so glorious. I welcome you on in. Tonight, grab your cold beverages. Sit VIP, because tonight it's the Raw Post Show right here on the absolute #1 show in the IWC. This is Off the Script. This fucking foliage? Is this what you want, Mr. Dips? Is this what you want? Me standing in front of EC3 buying designer coats? Is this what you want? Me sitting in some hipster hotel in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, fluffing pillows? Is this what you want? I don't believe this. This graffiti art, the hotels, avocado toast. All I want is a fucking Guinness. An ice cold Guinness. What the hell does that mean? Oh, this is what you wanted. This is your Monday Night Raw review right here on Off the Script. What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Monday Night Raw post show for April 26, 2021. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Off the Script. Unbelievable shout out to my boys over at Deviate Designs, man. Nick, Gabe, and his crew for making the new background, man. It is absolutely glorious. I absolutely love it. It is unreal, man. I can't take my eyes away from it. I can't take my eyes away from it. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are going to get down to business, ladies and gentlemen. This show absolutely sucks. This show absolutely sucks, man. Monday Night Raw continues to get worse and worse every single week. And I'm looking at all the comments in the chat, man. That's exactly what I wanted to see, man. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. Yes. Welcome to the OTS venue, man. And more is on the way. More is on the way. This year is my year, and I said it before. I'm going to say it again. We're changing the game. Nobody's doing what we're doing. And let me see anybody try and step on me now, man. Give me a break. I was #1. I will be #1. Nobody's doing what we're doing here in the IWC. Appreciate all the love and support, guys. We're going to get on the road here with the Monday Night Raw review. It is so disgusting and embarrassing that Monday Night Raw continues to get worse and worse and worse every single week, man. I really don't understand the level of care that these people have. You know, WWE, it summed up the entire show for me when WWE had taken a clip of tonight's show and immediately put it on Twitter, as if it was a big deal, as if it was something to, oh my God, look at what's happening on Monday Night Raw. There was a fucking tomato fight. There was a goddamn tomato fight on Monday Night Raw. And they put this clip on Twitter. And I'm looking at it. And I'm asking myself, Am I watching a pro wrestling show or am I watching a fucking circus? This show is a goddamn fucking circus. There's tomatoes. There's a fucking musical performance that made my ears bleed by The Miz and Elias and Jaxson Ryker. Then Nia Jax has a water bucket thrown at her and she slips, or Shayna Baszler, one or the other, had a water bucket thrown at them. They slip. It's like I'm watching fucking the Three Stooges on Monday Night Raw. And WWE posted this tomato clip of Damien Priest and the New Day throwing tomatoes at Miz, Morrison, Jaxson Ryker, and Elias. And I said in the tweet, this is what a company that has $3 billion deals, or three $1 billion deals, $3 billion in total, three $1 billion deals in TV rights. This is what a company with $3 billion from TV rights and absolutely zero fucks looks like. This show is a fucking circus. Nothing on this show matters. The main event scene is T-Bar and Mace against Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, mixing them in with Bobby Lashley. Braun Strowman is in the main event scene on Monday Night Raw. Braun Strowman hasn't been relevant for about 3 years now. AJ Styles is on the back of a fucking milk carton with Omos after winning the WWE Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania. What happened there? Was it a fucking illusion? Did the Tag Team Championships change hands at WrestleMania? I remember them doing so. Then why aren't the Tag Team Champions on Monday Night Raw? AJ Styles was put in a tag team because you had no plans for AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Those were your grand plans for one of the greatest wrestlers on the planet. And now you put him in a tag team to not feature him on the show when the show could use somebody like that at the top of the card? I don't really understand the logic or the care in where this show is headed. And then on top of that, Adnan Virk trending for all the wrong reasons tonight. So bad that the goddamn trend, the goddamn fucking hashtag, whatever was going on Twitter, had a nice, accurate description of why people were mentioning Adnan Virk on Twitter. When did you ever see a full-fledged description of somebody trending on Twitter? It is so bad. He is making the show somehow worse than it already is. And I said, gonna take it back. I'm gonna throw my line out there. I'm gonna reel it back. I was gonna give this guy 2 months. This guy's gotta get the fuck off the show immediately, man. We're gonna need a bigger boat, is what he said. While Braun Strowman was doing, whee! He was running around the ring. We're gonna need a bigger boat! What a way to disrespect my favorite movie of all time, Bruce. Show fucking sucks, man. Monday Night Raw isn't even professional wrestling at this point. It's a fucking embarrassment. It's a goddamn fucking embarrassment, man. Show is awful. If anybody hates that I hate on WWE, you could get the fuck out of here, man. I have every fucking right to blast this show up and down, left and right. This is the worst show on the fucking planet. Never mind the industry, on the planet. It was 9:15. I looked at my fucking cable box. 9:15. I felt like this show was already 4 hours long. Unreal. Can't stand this shit. Garbage. Absolutely garbage. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me here on Off the Script. You got to look inside the venue. This is it. This is going to be the new look going forward. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me on your Monday night. If you guys want to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Check the description. Everything, literally everything you need, man. I made a brand new description. Everything you need is linked there. All the sponsors that I have on board with OTS. Everything is linked down there. You guys want to join the OTS family? You guys want to sit VIP with me? You guys can do that as well. Make sure you check the description for everything you need. Joining the channel, making sure you guys hit up the sponsors. Make sure you guys subscribe. All that stuff is right there. Easy access. Go and check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel. We were busy all week. We are busy every week. Off the Script 373 went live on Saturday. We talked about the trash bag incident with Mickie James and Mark Carrano. Gave my thoughts on that, on why Mark Carrano was not really the one who did it. He was told to do it. He actually did it, but he was told to do it. And why Vince McMahon has several levels of fall guys underneath him for this particular reason. So make sure you guys go and check that out on Saturday. That was on Saturday, episode 373. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter at JDfromNY206, that is on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you guys follow me on social media. I'll be live Tuesday with NXT, live Wednesday with AEW, live Friday for SmackDown. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We just hit 31.4 on Twitter. So I appreciate all the support on social media as of late. If you want to support the podcast, you can certainly do that. Patreon.com/JDfromNY206. If you guys want to go and check out tonight's sponsor, the one and only Blue Chew. Link for Blue Chew is down in the description below. So make sure you guys go check them out. We'll talk about them a little bit later on in the show. And tonight, guys, for the grand opening of the OTS venue, we are now inside the OTS venue. I have these made. We have off-the-script beer koozies, man, to keep your cold beverages colder longer. Now, if you guys want some of these beer koozies in celebration of the venue tonight, all you guys have to do, simply, Hoot Media is going to take care of it all, man. Hoot Media is going to take care of it all. All you guys have to do, anybody that donates Super Chat over $15 or more, they will get an off-the-script koozie. These are for VIPs only, man. These are for VIPs only. So if you guys are going to donate $15 or more tonight on the live stream, you are going to get an off-the-script beer koozie, and Hoot Media is going to take care of that for you, no questions asked. So thank you so very much for all of your support, guys. Moving on with the show. Show opened up with MACE and T-Bar versus Braun Strowman. Now, this was supposed to be Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre versus MACE and T-Bar. As MACE and T-Bar walked out, they cut to a soundbite of both of them vowing extinction of Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre. I wish they would vow Bruce Pritchard's extinction, because the show fucking sucks, man. Ever since Bruce has gotten to this show, he seems to have absolutely made this show worse than it ever was in its entire existence. I wish that was the case. Then they cut backstage to Strowman asking Drew, why didn't he thank him? He said he saved his career. You know what would save his career if he got off Monday Night Raw? That's exactly what would save his career. He said if he just listened before he acted and not let his emotions get the best of him, he'd be better off. He lost his composure as he said this. He called Drew a kid. I don't know how you look at Drew McIntyre and get child, but this is Braun Strowman we're talking about. He's got the brain of a 5-year-old child, so I'm not surprised. So Drew laughed this off, and he listed his accolades and said, maybe you should listen to my lead, kid. Braun says he could beat both of them by himself, meaning MACE and T-Bar, something that he couldn't do last week. He told him to watch and learn. Strowman then came out to the ring alone, and this was a handicap match, which Braun Strowman won via disqualification because WWE likes to book matches that really shouldn't be happening and with individuals that really shouldn't be losing, only to make the outcome blatantly obvious and stupid, then to book a tag team match and restart it all over again. So it is what it is, man. Braun Strowman wins via DQ here. Braun opened up against T-Bar. T-Bar and Mace both double stomped away at Braun in the corner, and the referee called for the bell. So a DQ for kicking too much ass. Same old shit in WWE. So Drew McIntyre ran out to make the save. He clotheslined Mace over the top rope to the floor. Braun knocked T-Bar over the top rope. Braun was in the ring, and Drew looked on at Braun and said, "So, no, thank you. I don't get a thank you for saving you." Then we go to commercial break, and we get a tag team match that was already scheduled to happen on this show anyway. WWE wanted to mix it up and give us something else that we really didn't need or really didn't want. So we got the tag team match we were scheduled to get anyway. The match was converted to the original tag team match that we were supposed to get and was announced on WWE.com. T-Bar avoided a charging Braun Strowman in the corner. Braun went shoulder first into the ring post. Drew tagged himself in, delivered a neck breaker to T-Bar. Drew leapt off the top rope at a clothesline. He kipped up. Something always impressive about Drew McIntyre, who's about 6'5", 6'6", doing a perfect kip up. It's always nice to see. T-Bar elbowed Drew and lifted him onto his shoulders. Drew escaped and landed a future shock DDT on T-Bar, which looked absolutely devastating. Mace broke that cover up. Braun charged at Mace at ringside, knocked him over. Then he charged at T-Bar from behind, but T-Bar dropped down, so Strowman clotheslined Drew instead. This led to a count-out win for T-Bar and Mace as Drew McIntyre was unable. I thought it looked like he made it, but he was unable to get in the ring via the referee's 10 count. When Braun Strowman did the wee-hee, we had Adnan Virk yelling one of the most iconic lines from one of my favorite movies, if not my favorite movie of all time, Jaws. "I think we're going to need a bigger boat!" Now, I appreciate you being animated there, Adnan, but I don't recall boats gliding along train tracks. Where do you get boats and trains mixed up? How are they the same? Now, I wish Jaws was on this show to devour whoever wrote this steaming pile of shit. Really. Jaws is about a 3-hour movie, right? Please replace this with that on a Monday night. I'd be happy. It would probably generate a better rating than Monday Night Raw. And I've watched that movie about 67 fucking times. Every summer, man. No question. When Jaws is on TNT or TBS, I'm watching it. Doesn't matter where it is in the movie, man. It could be in the middle. Could be it could be at the end. Could be at the end. Could be anywhere. I'm watching it. And usually they replay it. Most of the day. It's usually around 4th of July. It's the perfect summer movie, man. Jaws. "I think we're going to need a bigger boat!" Yet this guy is a play-by-play commentator. He does play-by-play commentary on Raw, right? Yeah, sure. Sure thing. Virk then yelled in the middle of the match as well. He yelled, "The running power slam by Braun Strowman." Braun Strowman did nothing. He didn't even show any signs of running. It's like he's calling things that really aren't there. This guy sucks. Get him out of there. There's a reason why he was trending on social media. It's not hard to see why. I said give this guy 2 months. He barely lasted 2 weeks. Get him the fuck out of there. Completely shit. I could do a better job than Adnan Virk. I don't know where they're going with this, man. T-Bar, Mace, Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre. T-Bar and Mace came out. Okay? Listen to this. T-Bar and Mace came out. T-Bar looked like he was right out of the custom community creations in WWE 2K. Black trunks. He's got like this war paint. This war paint on his face. Got 3 red lines running through his face. Painted on his face. Looks like a fucking jobber. I don't really understand it. You got Dio Madden, Mace, right? Dominic Dijakovic is T-Bar. Dio Madden is Mace. Dio Madden's wearing these very generic black pants. They almost look like sweatpants, like he's going to work out. He's got his long braids. He looks impressive. He does look impressive. But he's got this paint and this eyeliner on. I don't know whether he's a pro wrestler on Monday Night Raw or he's related to Ember Moon. Seriously, is he stealing Ember Moon's gimmick? He looks fucking ridiculous. Why are these guys, seriously, you took their masks off. No follow-up to the masks. Why do they still have their names? Why? Why do T-Bar and Mace still go by T-Bar and Mace? T-Bar and Mace, Bruce, whatever fucking idiot is writing this show, why are they still going by T-Bar and Mace when T-Bar and Mace were their Retribution names? As far as I see, Retribution isn't a thing anymore. So why are they still going by their Retribution slave names? I don't get it. Changing their names should have been the utmost priority when you broke them away from Retribution. I don't give a fuck about the masks. You got the masks off of them. Fine. That should have been another thing. But the goddamn names, they need to be changed. They are no longer T-Bar and Mace. This is Dominik Dijakovic. I even gave them the okay to slash half of his fucking name. Just call him Dijakovic. And Dio Madden. Nothing about these guys should resemble T-Bar and Mace ever again moving forward. But here we are. Yet this is what WWE is trying to generate interest with on their flagship show. This is their main event scene on Monday night. T-Bar and Mace. Who exactly is going to take this seriously? I know I don't. And if I don't, everybody watching me tonight certainly is not going to take it seriously. They don't give a shit. Yet these guys are week after week ruining their fucking credibility, ruining their fucking careers in WWE because of this god-awful creative. And nobody wants to do anything about it. Just send T-Bar and Mace out there, because T-Bar and Mace are going to be a really big deal in WWE. With those fucking names and looking like that. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't give a fuck if you put them in the Hurt Business or not. Just get them the fuck away completely from everything Retribution. Everything. And I find it funny how these guys are still on TV and Mustafa Ali is back tweeting that he's the main event of main event. Go figure. WWE has any faith or any desire to push Ali? He's right back on WWE main event. That guy needs to get the fuck out of the company as soon as his contract is set to expire. What a disgrace. An absolute fucking disgrace. Moving on, man. Moving on. Backstage, Drew McIntyre approached Adam Pearce and said he wants Braun Strowman in a match tonight. Thank you, Drew McIntyre, for ruining our Monday nights. Adam Pearce says, oh, I can do that. And Drew McIntyre said, good. In my mind, I was saying, bad. Miz, John Morrison, Elias, and Jaxson Ryker were the next segment. They stood in the ring. Miz was hyping up his 24/7 documentary that dropped last week on Peacock. And he plugged Miz and Mrs. And every single week they do the same thing. This is nothing more than Miz plugging his fucking Miz and Mrs. show every single week. I don't give a fuck. Once is enough. Then we see fucking 6 or 7 commercials during Raw. I don't need you to tell me what time it's on or who's going to be. I don't give a fuck. Seriously, move on from this shit. I'm your moist voice, Johnny Drip Drip, said John Morrison. That's exactly what he said, folks. I did not stutter. I am your moist voice. I am Johnny Drip Drip. I don't give a fuck who you are, man. I'm not calling another grown man Johnny Drip Drip. I'm sorry. John Morrison is a fucking joke. Miz and Morrison then threw it to Elias, who was strumming his guitar. So, Miz and Morrison congratulated Bad Bunny for selling out his 2022 tour dates in mere minutes. Good for him. Good for him. Why are we still mentioning Bad Bunny on WWE TV? Why? I see Miz and Morrison and WWE are riding the coattails of Bad Bunny. They're trying to ride the coattails of Bad Bunny all the way up until his 2022 tour begins. Enough. He had a very nice WrestleMania showing. He did what he did at WrestleMania. Let's move on. He's not going to be back on WWE TV again. So please, move forward. They took credit for making Bad Bunny a bigger star. Sure thing, guys. Sure thing. Miz says that they are going to have their own concert. Elias said when they approached him, he loved the idea because they're world-class artists. He dedicated his performance to Shane McMahon. Morrison introduced Hey Hey Ho Ho Unplugged. This was awful. This was absolutely fucking awful. The lights went dark. I don't even know what the fuck was going on here, man. I had my head in my phone for the majority of this segment, and then I proceeded to turn the TV to mute. The lights went dark, and then on the stage, Damien Priest came out. He made his entrance. And Priest says he loves watching Miz lose to Bad Bunny at WrestleMania over and over again. He says his performance in that match moved him. So he came up with a surprise plan of his own. Out came the New Day. Xavier walked down to the ring with Kofi and Damien Priest. They all three opened up a guitar case, and inside were dozens and dozens of ripe red tomatoes. Now, I don't know where Titus is getting his produce from, bro, but these tomatoes looked fresh. I'm sure they were delivered by Titus Organic Catering, because Titus deals in all organic produce, man. Really. So they threw tomatoes at all three of these geeks in the ring. They slipped and they were squishing the fruit, or, well, what is it, tomato? A fruit? Vegetable? I think it's a fruit, right? Who the fuck knows? I don't care. I love them. Chop them up, put them in a fucking salad, cut me some cucumber, give me some goddamn Spanish olives, some feta cheese, and some balsamic vinegar, man. Maybe a crouton or two. Nice sprinkle of mozzarella cheese or some sort of cheese, please. And you got me a nice fucking cucumber and tomato salad, bro. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. This was embarrassing, man. This was fucking embarrassing. Squishing of the tomatoes, they're slipping and sliding. Then all of a sudden, during commercial, we get the match, and then we got Miz and Morrison wiping his face, or wiping their face off with tomato juice, seeds. This was awful. This was fucking terrible, man. How could anyone look at this and say, oh, man, Monday Night Raw is so fucking cool. I can't wait to watch Monday Night Raw. It's giving me a little fucking hunger pains. That's all it's doing. It's giving me more than just fucking hunger pains. It's giving me sleepless nights. How bad this fucking show is, man. This was awful. Absolutely awful. The musical performance was awful. The tomatoes was awful. The match was fucking boring as shit. Who gives a fuck about any of these guys, really? I feel bad for Damien Priest that has got to be involved with these fucking geeks. New Day and Priest win in 17 minutes. This match went 17 fucking minutes. For what? Did it need to go 17 minutes? It's not like the tag team match that we saw on SmackDown. Did this match need to go 17 fucking minutes? Jesus fucking Christ, man. So the heels worked over Kingston. This was for a decent amount of time. He ducked and he kicked out of he kicked out of offense from Miz and Morrison, hit an SOS. Priest made the hot tag. He used a series of kicks on Ryker before taking down Elias with a clothesline. Priest hit a spinning kick, which looked very nice off the top rope, but Miz broke up the cover when he went for a pinfall. Priest gave Miz a broken arrow before tagging in Xavier Woods. Woods came off the top, but was immediately knocked down with a jumping knee by Elias. Woods and Priest held Ryker as Kingston nailed Ryker with a missile dropkick. Priest wiped out Miz and Morrison with a dive, and Kingston yanked Elias out of the ring. Woods then rolled up Ryker for the pinfall and the 1, 2, 3, and that was pretty much it. None of this meant anything. None of this meant anything. All I get from this is that, hey, we don't have anything for Damian Priest. We're going to continue him feuding with The Miz. The team of Elias and Jaxson Ryker are simply there to get the New Day back in contention amongst the fucking internet geeks. So when they get their next tag team title shot, the only team that they would have beaten are Elias and Jaxson Ryker, and then I'll be here to tell you that they're not a legit fucking tag team. They're not even in the tag team division. They're both singles wrestlers. This match meant nothing. It's a complete waste of everybody's fucking time, man. Meanwhile, you got fucking Humberto Carrillo feuding with Sheamus. Why isn't Damian Priest in that spot? This Miz bullshit should have been ended right after WrestleMania. What would you rather have? Sheamus and Humberto or Sheamus and Priest? Start pushing these guys and making them serious. This is making Priest look bad. I don't give a fuck who he's with. Fucking terrible, man. This show sucks. Absolutely sucks. Sonya Deville. She somehow was on Monday Night Raw. Why? I don't fucking know. Good luck on getting an explanation on this. Apparently she's supposed to be on Raw Talk. Maybe the explanation is on Raw Talk, but I gotta watch a 4th hour of Monday Night Raw to get an explanation on why Sonya Deville, who's SmackDown management, she should be in the fucking women's division, SmackDown management on Monday Night Raw. No explanation whatsoever. None. She walked backstage, and she was walking. She opened the door to the Yingling Center backstage and let androids in. No, she let an android in. Good luck to Charlotte Flair, because she was looking to get unsuspended tonight. Charlotte was suspended after last week's actions. Sonya looked happy to see her, and they both cringely smiled and smirked as they were walking, playing up the camera as they went to commercial break. So we got Sonya and Charlotte. They're entering the ring. And Sonya introduced Eddie Orengo, who is the referee last week that Charlotte beat up. So I'm surprised here that the referee got a personality, because I was under the impression that Vince McMahon doesn't like to give referees identities, because it takes away from the in-ring action with the wrestlers in the ring. So now we got Eddie Orengo, the referee that Charlotte beat up last week. They went to a replay. We've seen this terrible segment last week again. Sonya told Charlotte that due to her actions, she was fined $100,000. She was fined $100,000, quote unquote, and she was suspended indefinitely. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware. Indefinitely means indefinitely, for a very, very long time. She said she thinks Pierce's decision was hasty. Everybody's decision to watch Monday Night Raw is fucking hasty. Please, beware. Beware. She gave Sonya a chance to explain herself. Charlotte said she spent a week reflecting on her actions and has decided she was wrong. She apologized to WWE management. She apologized to the fans and the referee for my childish ways. She said instinct took over, but she's there to take the high road and right the wrongs that she has committed. She apologized to the referee for putting her hands on him, for manhandling him last week. The referee then accepted her apology. Eddie Orengo accepted her apology. She said she didn't see Rhea Ripley interfere, or he did. And if he did, she would have won the match. So he didn't see Rhea Ripley interfere. And if he did, Charlotte clearly, he said, would have won the match. Sonya said since she apologized and paid her fine in full already, she's happy to announce her suspension has been officially lifted on Monday Night Raw. Sonya Deville, go back to SmackDown, you blithering idiot. I don't think anybody wanted you to lift the suspension of Charlotte Flair. I was quite pleased that we wouldn't be seeing her on Raw. I was quite pleased that she was suspended indefinitely. This is ridiculous. She said that she will return to in-ring action tonight. Okay. Sonya Deville is making these announcements. Sonya Deville is making these decisions. I'd love to know why. She's a SmackDown management team member. But she's on Monday Night Raw doing Monday Night Raw things. I thought Adam Pearce was the guy backstage handling all these decisions. But we got Sonya Deville taking care of Charlotte Flair. Why? Nothing was said. I want to know why you did what you did to end the fucking show last week with Charlotte Flair, only to turn around and unsuspend her this week and put her right back in the ring. Then my question is, what were all the theatrics for last week? Why did you go and make everything last week a big deal? Seems like it was a waste of time if you ask me. Maybe WWE realizes that this show is floating up Schitt's Creek and that they can't have any more weeks without Charlotte Flair. But in fact, she makes the show worse. She makes the show and everything she's in worse. WWE treated everybody like a blithering idiot here. WWE wasted all of your fucking times last week to watch Monday Night Raw and do this angle last week, only to come out and not give you a fucking explanation for Charlotte Flair being there, and Sonya Deville taking care of all of this for Charlotte Flair, only to have her back this week and wrestling Mandy Rose in the third hour of this show. Don't you think that we deserve, for sitting through 3 hours of your fucking terrible program last week, don't you think the first thing that we deserve is a fucking answer? You want to know why we didn't get an answer, folks? Because WWE, they don't have one. Or at least they didn't have one at the time that this show was written. But they went ahead and put this segment on the show anyway. Good for them. Good for them. If you want illogical storylines, then WWE Raw is the show for you. Bullshit. I would like to know what I'm watching and why what I'm watching is happening. That's what I want. But nobody's going to fucking see that, and they're all going to overlook it. Why was she there? I thought the brand split was SmackDown and Raw. Sonya Deville has been on SmackDown. Why is she on Raw? Did Charlotte somehow go over to SmackDown last Friday? Oh, that's right. Sonya Deville, get this. Backstage, Adam Pearce was angry and asked Sonya Deville when she planned to let him know about all of this. Sonya said it was a last-minute thing. Folks, that's a shoot. That is a shoot. Sonya said this was a last-minute thing, and it happened right before the show, and she was trying to find him. That is 100% a shoot. She apologized. He said he might accept that apology if he actually believed it. Sonya said it was a last-minute thing, so in my world, folks, that means WWE doesn't have an explanation as to why Sonya Deville was there handling Charlotte Flair and her suspension being lifted. They just made you all look like a bunch of fucking idiots. And you all sit there and take it right up the fucking ass, man. Unreal. Braun Strowman walked up to Adam Pearce and said he'd love to get his hands on Drew tonight. Good for you, bro. He asked if he remembers who won the triple threat qualifier to see who would face Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania Backlash. Pearce said Drew won it. Braun said that's right, but he didn't lose it. Oh, I'm sorry, Braun. Do I need to go over the fucking rules of a triple threat match with you now? Randy lost it, he said. But you were in the match. It's a triple threat match. You're a part of a triple threat match. You don't have to be pinned to be a loser. I'm sorry, Braun, that this simple fucking thing went right in one ear and out the other. Or maybe you don't have enough brain to let this information sit for a little bit. Randy Orton lost it. Braun said if he beats Drew tonight, he wants Pierce to add him to the title match at Backlash. Oh, that's great. So now Braun Strowman wants Adam Pearce to add him to the title match at Backlash, making that triple threat match that I just mentioned absolutely fucking worthless. The triple threat match was supposed to find a number one contender, not two number one contenders. So now you're asking me to just forget that triple threat match ever happened. This is why nobody takes this show fucking serious. Everything that happens is forgotten. Everything that happens is just disregarded as, oh, don't worry about it. It happened 2 weeks ago. It's not important anymore. We're going to do this now. So he wants Pierce to add him to the title match at Backlash. He asked Pierce if he needs to get Sonya's approval. Pierce said that's something that won't be necessary, and he agrees with his idea. Strowman walked away, and he was angry at Pierce, and he said, finally, something you do makes sense. Sheamus in the next segment. He came out, and he beat up Humberto Carrillo last week. He said Humberto Carrillo added his name to the list of people who tried to take away his United States Championship. Listen, Sheamus, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, bro. But listen, Humberto wasn't out there because he wanted to take away your United States Championship. Humberto Carrillo wanted to know which of the following you prefer. Do you want corn or flour tortillas? That's all he wanted to know. He had nothing to do with the United States Championship, folks. It was flour or corn tortillas. That's all he wanted. Because he wanted to know if Sheamus would like to sit next to him in catering. It's a simple fucking concept, folks. United States title for Humberto. Jesus fucking Christ. Maybe in his dreams. But on Raw? Yeah, right. Yeah, right, man. Sheamus added Humberto to the list of people who wanted to take his United States Championship. And he said Humberto doesn't belong in the ring with him. So he said he has a lot of muscles, but he couldn't step up to his level. He says he's a fierce fighter and also a generous fella. He's a generous fella. He gave Sheamus the rest of the pinto beans in catering, man. What a fine gentleman Humberto Carrillo is, man. Holy shit. Oh, man, I wish I could be as nice as Humberto Carrillo, bro. Says he's decided to issue another open challenge. And yes, JD enjoys flour over the corn. If you guys are wondering what my preference is, flour over the corn. Pinto or black beans, a little bit of both. A little bit of both, man. A little nice helping of pico. Extra cheese. A little dollop of sour cream. Maybe a little scoop of corn. And that chorizo, man. That chorizo better be piping hot. Though I think they got rid of the chorizo at Chipotle, right? They got rid of the chorizo. So now there's it's usually chicken or steak. I usually go with the chicken. Whatever. Haven't been to Chipotle in a couple of weeks, man. So I got to go back. Anyway, Humberto came out. He decided to issue another open challenge. Humberto came out. Sheamus had a few words for him, and then he attacked him again. He stomped away at him, picked up the microphone. Carrillo attacked him from behind, and he backdropped Sheamus to the floor. And Carrillo knocked Sheamus off the ring apron twice, drop-kicked him into the ringside table. He walked to the back as Sheamus threw a fit at ringside. That's it. So we got Backlash happening in, 4 weeks? We got WrestleMania Backlash happening in 4 weeks, folks. Sheamus clearly doesn't have anybody else challenging him for the United States Championship. It certainly looks like we are getting Humberto Carrillo being fed to Sheamus to kind of solidify his first title defense of the United States Championship. So I have to ask, are we going to get open challenges every week with Sheamus offering an open challenge to anybody in the locker room, and Humberto Carrillo is going to be the only guy that comes on out until he gets a match and earns Sheamus's respect? Is that where we're going with this? To inevitably lose to Sheamus, because, I mean, who the fuck thinks that Humberto Carrillo is going to beat Sheamus for the United States Championship? I know I don't. And neither should you. And WWE hasn't done anything for Humberto to really generate any momentum on this show for anybody to believe that he's going to beat anybody. This guy is a natural loser. I don't even remember the last time he won a fucking match on this show. No, but he's going to be a solid opponent, right? He's going to be quite the challenge for Sheamus. This is what WWE does. They keep somebody buried in the back for about 9 months, put him back on TV because they got nobody else, and then they expect you to care about him. He's got zero value. Zero. Kevin Patrick was backstage with MVP and Lashley, asked about their plans, how their plans could change for Backlash if Braun earns his way into the title match. MVP said Braun hasn't been added to any title matches yet. He said they deal in reality. And the reality is that he and Lashley have some grievances to address. MVP said he could give Patrick a hot, juicy scoop right now. Patrick then wanted the scoop, obviously. And he said, I'd like that. Please, sir. MVP said that he could, but he won't. And then he walked away. So making Mr. Kevin Patrick a fucking geek as the new interviewer in the back and making him look like a beta cuck here. What WWE usually does best, man. They made him look like a complete fucking geek. Oh, yes, please, sir. I would like that, sir. Yes. Yeah, this is a guy that's supposed to be getting scoops and getting the dirt backstage, and they're fucking throwing him around like a rag doll backstage. That's great. Sarah Schreiber interviewed Rhea Ripley. There's another one of these fucking promos by Rhea Ripley. She looks off to the side. She's not even looking in the fucking camera. She's looking off. She's not looking at Sarah Schreiber. She's not looking into the fucking camera. She's looking to the side. She's looking off at something. What are you looking at? Look at me. Look at your audience. Look at the camera. Look at the people watching this garbage at home. At least address them. I understand that you're embarrassed to be on this show. You can't bear to look us in the fucking eyes because this show sucks. But Jesus Christ, look into the camera. She's off looking into the side. Looking to the side. She said she's happy that Charlotte was reinstated. Mistake number one. You're happy that Charlotte is reinstated? The biggest threat to your women's championship. That's what you start off with? You're happy that she's reinstated? That doesn't sound like the Rhea Ripley that I remember. But she didn't believe her apologies. She said she's glad she lost $100,000, though. She said someday their paths will cross again. Someday. That someday is coming very soon, Miss Ripley. She said while Charlotte is busy playing rugby with the referees, she'll continue to be the Raw Women's Champion. So they opted to not only have this woman go out and say that she is happy that Charlotte was reinstated, but then they had her scripted to say Charlotte is busy playing rugby with the referees. Why? Because rugby is big in your hometown, so you got to correlate that somehow into a fucking promo? I'm sorry, man. I'm refusing to see where the nightmare Rhea Ripley is on Monday Night Raw. In fact, Rhea Ripley is on the show, The Nightmare, called Raw. Not the other way around. The Nightmare moniker was left at the fucking doorstep before she stepped foot on Monday Night Raw. I don't know what they're doing with her, but man, oh man, she does not resemble the Rhea Ripley that was called up from NXT at all. She can't cut a promo. She doesn't look into the fucking camera. She sounds terribly forced and overly scripted. This shit is as bad as Charlotte. As bad as Charlotte's delivery. Yet I'm supposed to sit here and believe in Rhea Ripley as the Raw Women's Champion. I can't wait for the fucking bitch to lose the title. Jesus Christ. Why are you calling these women up that had such great character and just stripping them dry to make them feel like everybody else? Not even Asuka feels the same. Nobody on this show. I want you to look up and down this women's roster. Look up and down at this women's roster. Do any of them resemble anything that they're supposed to be? What is Rhea Ripley supposed to be? Who is she? I'm not getting a sense of anything that I was told or anything that I know about Rhea Ripley. The only one that stands out and has any character at all is Charlotte. And that's not saying much because she speaks just as bad as Rhea Ripley does. Nobody stands out. Nobody stands out on this show but Charlotte. And that is by design. I want you guys to understand, WWE does this by design. Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Naomi, Lana, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Asuka, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, whoever else is on this fucking show. They all feel the goddamn same. But Charlotte Flair is above them. You think that's done by any other reason? That's done by purpose. That's done by design by WWE. They don't want anybody else to have a character but Charlotte. Rhea Ripley sucks. I'm sorry. There's nothing generating interest from Rhea Ripley or anything that she does on this show. Nothing. She won the title in the most haphazard way possible. Her matches with Asuka were fucking bad. And now she's cutting promos like this, wishing Charlotte back and happy that Charlotte's back. And then she mentions playing rugby with the referee. Who is this? Who is this person? I thought she was the heavy metal listening badass. Sounds like she's the Blink 182 fucking emo fuck that I mentioned 3 weeks ago. Lashley and MVP. They made their way to the ring. Lashley gloated about commanding respect after beating McIntyre. Said the respect he received from the live audience he hadn't seen for over a year was a dream come true. Said Drew was crumpled up like a dollar bill on the sidewalk that nobody cares about. Lashley said Drew is now like a piece of bubble gum stuck to his shoe that he can't get rid of. Yeah, so is Bruce Pritchard to Raw. He said he will beat Drew again, though. Said this time there's a possibility it'll be a triple threat match. MVP says that he's offended by that. Why would WWE treat their champion so poorly, he asked. Why would WWE treat your champion so poorly? Do you realize what show you're on? This show treats everybody poorly, no matter who you are. MVP went on to complain that he could lose the title without having a hand in the immediate outcome. He called it disgusting and unacceptable and not fair. Lashley said Drew and Braun know he could beat each other one-on-one. He said that he'll be out there tonight watching Drew versus Braun because it's his business. Said after chasing the WWE title for 16 years, nobody will stop Bobby Lashley. MVP said the champion has spoken. Yeah, I would rather the champion speak less. That's why you got MVP out there. Lashley isn't the most articulate guy on the roster. That's exactly why you paired him with MVP. Let MVP do the majority of the talking and take the microphone away from Bobby Lashley from future promos. Please. Please. Nobody needs to hear from Bobby Lashley at all. Minimum at best. Minimum at best. When Brock Lesnar does it, it's funny. When Brock Lesnar does it, it means that Brock Lesnar's pissed. When you put the microphone more and more in Bobby Lashley's hands, that means MVP is less of a factor. And why is MVP out there? You don't want MVP to become, second fiddle here. MVP should be front and center, and Bobby Lashley should be the monster that he's guiding as WWE champion, not the other way around. Otherwise, there's no purpose for MVP to be out there. Kevin Patrick was backstage interviewing Matt Riddle. He circled him on his scooter. Riddle said he doesn't understand what an apex predator is. I don't understand why this show is so bad. So I guess me and Matt Riddle have something in common. We want to know why to these big, important questions. But he gets what a Viper is. So he saw Randy walk up to them, and he said, "Hey, Randy, we were just talking about you, bro." Orton said, "I don't know what planet you're from." Riddle said, "Earth." Orton said they share nothing in common. Riddle said, "Except we're both from Earth." Orton obviously sighed, and he was kind of frustrated here. Orton said Riddle said their tag team name should be RK Bro. He said he hates to admit it, but it's kind of catchy. Orton said he called in a favor already and has a match ready to go. Riddle said they can wear matching snakeskin Speedos. Orton said, "Listen, one thing at a time. We go out there, we see how it does, and then maybe you and I can have a chat about what we do next." Riddle was thrilled. He smiled. Kevin Patrick said that was unexpected. I don't know. There was something about this that I liked. The smile from Matt Riddle, the genuine feeling of Matt Riddle here with Randy Orton. I think the duo itself going back and forth is almost WWE's take on what NXT did with Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne is as serious as anybody on the WWE roster. The guy is no bullshit whatsoever. I mean, good luck trying to crack a smile from Pete Dunne. Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne did this already in NXT. This is nothing new for Matt Riddle and Randy Orton. Now, Kevin Dunne. Pete Dunne is no Randy Orton. But the attitude and the demeanor is the same. But I'm not really all that excited, about a Matt Riddle and Randy Orton pairing. First of all, I don't want another makeshift tag team put together because you refuse to create legitimate tag teams on Monday Night Raw in this division. I don't want it. It doesn't make the division look good. It takes these guys out of where they really should be. And it's lame. It's already been done. Why do I want to see it again? Now, granted, not everybody had seen it with Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle, but it doesn't really appeal to anybody because Randy Orton should be somewhere and Matt Riddle should be somewhere on his own. Secondly, I'm not really interested in another Randy Orton pairing with somebody else in a tag team, only for him to turn back into the Viper and the Apex Predator to turn on his tag team partner or whoever the fuck he's aligned with and turn back into a heel. I don't want babyface or in-between tweener Randy Orton. I want heel, Viper, Apex Predator Randy Orton. Why do we need to be thrusted into another Randy Orton storyline with somebody that he's inevitably just going to turn his back on and beat the shit out of in the end? You think he's going to align himself with Matt Riddle? You think they're going to win the tag team championships? What good would that do? It's all going to lead right to the same fucking thing anyway. They win the tag team championships. What happens next? Randy Orton turns on Matt Riddle. He's going from point A to point B, no matter if they're champions or not, whether they're a tag team or not. It's all going to go to the same fucking place. So I ask, how is this creative? How is this new? How is this fresh? Now, Matt Riddle was put over big by Randy Orton last week. That's fine. That's fine. I want to see more of that. Matt Riddle is a babyface that WWE and the fans can get behind to be thrusted higher up the card. WWE hasn't shown me anything in the way of booking talent to really shine on this show, so Matt Riddle beating Randy Orton last week didn't do a fucking thing for me. It's the same old shit. Oh, look, a good match with Matt Riddle beating Randy Orton. What happens next? Where do they go from here? I mentioned what they did to Keith Lee Keith Lee got a win over Randy Orton. Everybody was jumping for fucking joy. Keith Lee's going to get the rocket pack strapped to him. Where is he now? Guy's fucking vanished off the face of the earth. No reason given about his disappearance either. I don't really understand people's excitement here. It's the same old shit. Matt Riddle beating Randy Orton. It's the same thing that happened to Keith Lee. WWE doesn't fully get behind people. When they actually do, I'll be shocked. This doesn't really excite me at all. As far as Matt Riddle and Randy Orton. It doesn't. Now, I will say this. Randy Orton working with Matt Riddle, I could absolutely see Matt Riddle being somebody that Randy Orton wants to work with. It seems like Randy Orton is in a position now after moving away from Bray Wyatt. Seems like Randy Orton is focusing on building younger talent. And he wants to work with younger talent that he believes in. You don't think Randy Orton, and I mean this, you don't think Randy Orton looks at the roster and doesn't have a choice in who he wants to work with? You don't think he has a voice backstage? If he didn't want to work with somebody, Randy Orton would say, I don't want to work with this fucking guy. This guy's a joke. But Randy Orton is willingly working with Matt Riddle. Randy Orton is lowering himself to Matt Riddle's standards for now, because Matt Riddle really isn't a upper tier guy. He could be. He's a middle of the road guy. But Randy Orton is lowering himself to Matt Riddle's standards for now to work and put over Matt Riddle. Randy Orton could have the pick of the litter on Monday Night Raw to who to work with. There's not really much to work with on Monday Night Raw because the roster sucks. But the fact that he's working with Matt Riddle only bodes well for Matt Riddle. So I could see that being a overwhelming positive. But as far as Randy Orton goes, there was news on Randy Orton. I reported this on Off the Script. Apparently, Randy Orton was supposedly injured last week in his match with Matt Riddle. Orton did continue through the match. There's been no update on Randy Orton's injury status. Fightful Select and Sean Ross Sapp reported this week that Orton sustained a deep bruise in his shoulder area. Now, the initial belief was that there was no major damage that would sideline him for an extended period of time. There's no word yet on whether the belief about Orton's injury has changed, but he was in the match tonight with Matt Riddle against Cedric and Shelton, and I'm assuming that it wasn't serious at all. Now, as far as Matt Riddle goes, Fightful is also reporting in regards to Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle was actually supposed to retain the United States Championship against Sheamus at WrestleMania 37. Matt Riddle was never supposed to win the United States Championship, period. It was supposed to be Keith Lee at Fastlane. But Keith Lee got pulled, and John Morrison was added to that match. WWE had to change creative plans. Morrison was added so that Riddle could pin him. They moved Lashley on to where he is now as WWE Champion. But Matt Riddle won the United States Championship. It was supposed to be Keith Lee. Keith Lee's off TV. Matt Riddle is now the United States Champion going into WrestleMania. Sheamus beats Matt Riddle at WrestleMania. Matt Riddle was originally slated to retain the United States title against Sheamus. However, plans changed due to Sheamus going over, and this is due to WWE planning on having the feud continue. Now, clearly that didn't happen either, as Matt Riddle is now, teaming or feuding, whichever you want to call it, with Randy Orton, and Sheamus is doing God knows what with Humberto Carrillo. Sheamus didn't wrestle on the next 2 weeks' worth of Raws, and WWE dropped plans for the continuation of their feud on Monday following WrestleMania, so they axed the Sheamus and Matt Riddle feud. The company then had plans for Riddle to do a short-term feud with Randy Orton, and Randy Orton put over Riddle last week on Raw. Although Orton was in favor of working with Riddle, WWE changed plans to have Orton feud with Braun Strowman. That was supposed to be the match last week, and WWE changed that. That was already announced on WWE.com. Then they changed it to Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre versus T-Bar and Mace, and then moved Randy Orton on to Matt Riddle. Finally, it was noted that before WWE changed the Orton-Strowman feud, there weren't immediate plans for the current program that sees Strowman align himself with Drew McIntyre to take on Mace and T-Bar. These two teams obviously wrestle for a second straight week tonight on Raw, with Braun Strowman now moving on to the WWE title program with Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. So there's been a lot of creative changes over the last several weeks coming out of WrestleMania on Monday Night Raw, which goes to show you the state of the show. And you see it. You feel it. The show sucks. I don't need this to know that there's changes going on. I just had everything nicely outlined for you guys in regards to where they're going with all these names involved. Look at the mess. Look at all the reshuffling of the names and where they're going and who they're feuding with. I mean, I don't understand why WWE doesn't invest in long-term booking. I don't get it. They'd rather do this on a weekly basis. I don't know if I could ever work like that. I really don't. So that's the latest there, and that's the latest on Randy Orton's injury status. Nia Jax. Nia Jax. I have a feeling the Crickets are going to be back on the show at some point tonight. Let me see if I even have them on the... I still got the Crickets queued up here. Nia Jax was standing next to Shayna Baszler and Reginald. Jax was complaining about Charlotte being a spoiled brat, just like Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, who are a constant thorn in my side. Baszler said to forget about all of them. She said it's time to get rid of the distractions. That means you too, she said as she pointed at Reginald. She said they have a match tonight, so no more distractions. Then a man delivered roses to Nia Jax. So Nia Jax looks over at Reginald and says, Reggie, you shouldn't have. And then he says, I didn't. Angel Garza walked up and said to Nia that he sent the roses to Nia Jax. He kissed her hand and wished her luck tonight. Reginald was jealous. Nia Jax then whacked Rose and Brooke with the bouquet as she walked past them. Put these in water, bitch, she said to both Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. Can you imagine being Angel Garza, man, a guy that was on his way to superstardom in NXT? He had the world by the balls in NXT. He was being booked as the next Latin American star on WWE television. People were already claiming he was going to be the next Eddie Guerrero or had the makings. Nobody's going to be the next Eddie Guerrero. Nobody. But he had that type of charisma and in-ring ability like Eddie did, right? Imagine being Angel Garza and having all of these wonderful compliments said about him, and you're in a storyline with Nia Jax and Reginald fighting over Nia Jax's affection. Now, all I will say is this. This is trash, number one. Fuck anybody that is scripting this storyline with Angel Garza included. Fuck you thinking that this is the best for Angel Garza on their show, okay? And I will say this. I don't really look at Angel Garza as being discriminatory towards what type of woman he likes, but Angel Garza, I just get a sense that Nia Jax really isn't his type of woman. Just going to go out there and throw that out there. The guy's a married man. Am I supposed to believe that this guy didn't get fucking engaged on NXT television last year? Year and a half ago? I physically seen it. It's on WWE's YouTube channel. Yet he's fighting for the affection of Nia Jax over Reginald. This is just as stupid as QT Marshall on AEW Dynamite fucking parading around with the bunny. AEW forgetting all that ever happened between those two for QT Marshall to come out last month and say that his high school sweetheart was sitting in the fucking audience. He's known her for 16 years or whatever the fuck, how many years he's known her. You fucking serious? God, this shit sucks. I'm sorry, man. This is awful. Put these in water, bitch. Braun Strowman. Braun was pulling on a stretchy band in the back. He was getting ready for his match against Drew McIntyre. MVP walked up to him from behind. Braun said, talk. MVP asked if that's how he should talk to a representative of the WWE champion, Bobby Lashley. Braun said if he ever talks to him like that again, he'll have a hard time speaking the rest of his life. Ooh. MVP said Lashley doesn't appreciate his groveling to get added to the Backlash title match. Braun told MVP to bring a message back to the WWE champion. He said after he beats Drew tonight, there's nothing he or Bobby can do to stop him from walking out of Backlash as the new WWE champion. Great. I can tell you right now that that is not happening at Backlash. Randy Orton and Matt Riddle versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, who are now the new jobber team on Monday Night Raw. They go from the Hurt Business to being absolute jobbers on Raw in the tag team division. So Shelton and Cedric, they isolated Riddle for a little bit. Orton tagged in. He took control, hit Cedric with an RKO flying off the top rope. Cedric came off the top rope flying. He had a beautiful RKO, did Randy Orton. Cedric is such a good seller, man. He really is. He then kicked Shelton, set up a draping DDT. Riddle asked to be tagged in. Orton hesitated, but tagged Riddle anyway. He then hit a DDT. Riddle then landed a floating bro, and they got the 1, 2, 3 over the new Job Squad on Monday Night Raw. Orton seemed to be very happy, but wasn't ready for any type of celebration that Riddle wanted him to have at the end of their match. And Orton left the ring as Riddle was hoping to strike a pose with Randy Orton in the ring. If this doesn't lead to Randy Orton turning against Matt Riddle, I will be absolutely floored. Absolutely floored. Will Matt Riddle turn heel on Randy Orton? Probably not. Probably not. There's only one way this will end, and it's going to end just like everybody else that Randy Orton's worked with him RKOing somebody and turning back into a heel, which we all know he plays the best. Asuka, Naomi, and Lana versus Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Rhea Ripley. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I fell asleep. Oh, I fell asleep, man. Fell asleep. I got to get something to drink here. You know how you wake up in the middle of the night and you go down to the refrigerator and you get something to drink because your mouth is dry? Man, that was a good sleep. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything in this match? No, neither did you. Jax, Baszler, and Rhea Ripley win in 13 minutes. Now, all I will say is this. During the match, we got Rose and Brooke coming down the aisle, and they got a water bucket, and they throw it at Shayna Baszler. And Jax comes on over. She slips and she falls. And she's making a fucking embarrassment of herself because the water's all over the floor. She's slipping and sliding all over the place. At this point, folks, I was really struggling to figure out if I was watching a pro wrestling show or I was watching fucking a circus. I was watching a pro wrestling show, or I was watching Wipeout with John Cena on TBS. I was watching a pro wrestling show, or I was watching Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. It's almost as if, I swear to God, man, it's almost as if WWE knows that they're booking the women's division like complete and utter shit, and they're now just doing it on purpose. How does anybody think that this is good television? Nia Jax on her back with her knees and her feet and her hands in the air, fucking screaming like a banshee because she slipped on water that was thrown at Shayna Baszler. This is god-awful television. God-awful television. Awful. Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss. She played with her doll, Lily. You know, Lily, the more and more I look at Lily, you guys ever go down the freezer aisle and you're looking for maybe a Jimmy Dean bowl, sausage and egg? The one with the gravy is my favorite, man. It's got the sausage, the egg, the country gravy. That's my favorite. Those Jimmy Dean bowls, man, they're really good. Nice pick-me-up in the morning, man. When you want to go and just eat something real quick, they hit the spot. Maybe you're looking for some Eggo waffles. I don't know. I like the thick ones, man. I like the thick Eggo waffles. Maybe the blueberry. They got cinnamon. They got the regular, right? I like the thick blueberry Eggo waffles, man. Maybe you're looking for, some Aunt Jemima pancakes. I don't know. The microwavable pancakes, man. Sometimes my mom was so lazy in the morning, she just put some fucking pancakes in the microwave in the morning and sent us off to school. She didn't have to do anything but throw a fucking paper dish away. Right? Or maybe you come across one of those, what are they called? The Uncrustables. It's like bread without the fucking, the lining. And it's got like jelly or fucking hazelnut flavoring inside. What are they? Uncrustables, right? That's exactly what Lily looks like to me. She looks like one of those Uncrustables with fucking teeth. Lily on Monday Night Raw. So Bliss played with her doll, Lily, and she was humming to herself on the swing. She said her doll is a mentor and a confidant, a devil and an angel on her shoulder. She said, you can have a doll like Lily if you just ask nicely. She then tried to brainwash and manipulate the viewers at home, telling the viewers to lean in and think dark and twisted thoughts. We all have them. We all have them. Now repeat after me. Lily. 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 That's what she said. Say Lily 3 times. She said, next picture, think something peaceful and serene. They showed peaceful scenes of oceans and flowers and trees rustling in the wind, and they showed a nice little pond with goldfish. Lily then leapt onto the screen, almost as if you were watching one of them fucking YouTube videos with the jump scare in it out of nowhere. She screamed and yelled. She then laughed very obnoxiously. She said not to blame her for what happens next because Lily is getting restless. She said it's time for Lily to play with the rest of WWE. She then said, Lily made me do it. I don't know. Listen, Alexa, if Lily is going to tell you to go kidnap Bruce and get him away from creative, please, I'll be Lily's #1 fan. Really. Lily made me do it. What are you doing? What more could you do? You already killed Bray Wyatt's fucking career and character. Everything that The Fiend had is now Alexa Bliss's. Where's Bray Wyatt, by the way? Bray Wyatt hasn't been seen since he went all preacher mode inside the funhouse. Where's Bray Wyatt? Dead. That's where he is. Right where he belongs. Dead. Guy is fucking absolutely dead and buried. This is the spawn of The Fiend, Alexa Bliss. Same old shit here with her uncrustable fucking Lily. Backstage, Mandy and Lana. Or no, Mandy and Dana. Well, they're all the fucking same. I can't tell the difference. Mandy, Lana, Dana. Mandy and Dana were laughing at what they did to Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Sonya Deville came up to them out of nowhere as if she's now running and booking matches on this show. Sonya told them that they should be ashamed of themselves, just like WWE should be ashamed of themselves putting this shit on TV, for getting involved in a match that they had no business in. They're making pranks on Nia and laughing about it. She told Mandy Rose to wipe that smug look off her face because she has a match to get ready for. She revealed that her match is next and against Charlotte Flair. Great. Charlotte's back in action on Raw, folks, after being indefinitely suspended. She was suspended for how many Raws exactly? 5, 6, 7, 2, 0. Charlotte was not suspended. She didn't last one Raw while being suspended. So we get Charlotte versus Mandy Rose. Charlotte's entrance lasted longer than this match did. Charlotte wins in 4 minutes. Mandy Rose needs to get the fuck away from Dana Brooke. Mandy Rose needs to go back to what made Mandy Rose feel like Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose, when she was by herself, had appeal. Mandy Rose had an it factor to her. She was not bad in the ring either. She was getting better. I seen a little bit of that old Mandy Rose in this match tonight against Charlotte Flair. It's almost as if Charlotte Flair brought out a bigger competitive side to Mandy Rose than we've seen as of late, because she's been teaming with fucking Dana Brooke, and you know Dana Brooke is like a fucking anchor. Just everything that Dana Brooke sinks her goddamn teeth into, man, she sinks to the bottom of the ocean. Mandy Rose did fine here, man. I like the intense Mandy Rose, but this match was really nothing of any value. I mean, it is what it is. Charlotte needed a victory back, coming back from suspension indefinitely. She beats Mandy Rose in about 4 minutes with a natural selection. Who gives a shit? I mean, really, who gives a shit? Charlotte is going to get that Raw Women's title back, and we'll be seeing the android back on Raw. I want you guys to look inside the venue here, man. You see that, video game in the fucking corner? You see this shit over here? You see this? You see that game? That is Android. Look at it clearly. Android Attack. That's the game. That stars Charlotte Flair, man. You want to take control of an oversized android and destroy buildings and cities and fucking planets? There you go. There you go. 25 cents, you can act as Charlotte Flair, man. Choice of different costumes in different colors that Flair usually wears. It's great. It's great. Have a blast. Go get yourself a beer in the fucking refrigerator in the back. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy. So you got a little game of pool over there. Go ahead. Go ahead. Moving on. Drew McIntyre versus Braun Strowman. This was the main event. At this point, I was just emotionally tapped out, man. I was emotionally just tapped out at this segment of this portion of the show. This was 13 minutes of Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre. Strowman was in control. McIntyre fought back. He hit an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. McIntyre followed with a neck breaker for 2. He went for a Claymore, but Strowman caught him and hit a powerbomb for 2. McIntyre headbutted Strowman, hit a spine buster on Strowman. They battled on the ropes until Strowman hit a superplex for a near fall, which looked awful. Let me tell you something about Braun Strowman, man. This guy sucks, okay? It's almost as if he's afraid. And I notice this every time he's in the ring. He's like Kane. Kane was always afraid to take bumps. These big guys are always afraid to take bumps. If you can't take a bump properly, Lashley does the same thing. If you can't take a bump properly, then why are you in the ring? Braun Strowman cannot take a flat back bump. He can't take a clean bump. He's always going knees first, feet first, fucking this first. He never takes, it's almost as if he's afraid to take a bump. Braun Strowman. Why would I want to watch someone like that in the ring? Everything that he does in regards to that makes his opponent look terrible. And Drew McIntyre is a pretty damn good professional wrestler, man. But Braun Strowman brings him down several pegs because he's afraid to take a fucking bump. Oh, poor big man. Poor monster, right? Fuck out of here, bro. Spine buster for 2 by McIntyre. They battled on the ropes. Strowman hit a superplex, which looked sloppy. Strowman grabbed McIntyre by the head, and he yelled, "I'm a monster," and he clubbed McIntyre in the chest. Strowman set up for a power slam, but Lashley, some reason he's out there. I don't know why. I don't really know why. Lashley distracted the referee, and MVP jumped on the apron. He pulled McIntyre off of Strowman's shoulders while he was in the power slam. McIntyre followed with a future shock DDT. McIntyre set up for a Claymore kick, but had to fend off now T-Bar and Mace, who apparently are not working for the Hurt Business, not working for MVP and Bobby Lashley, but there they are, trying to save Bobby Lashley from a triple threat match. The distraction allowed Strowman to hit a power slam because T-Bar and Mace took out McIntyre. He hit the power slam for the win. So now it's Lashley, McIntyre, and Strowman at WWE WrestleMania Backlash. Adding Braun Strowman to this match makes the main event at Backlash worse. Worse. And I don't know why anybody would be interested in Braun Strowman being there. I really don't. I really don't get it. Now, before all of this, the reason why I thought Braun Strowman was moved into the main event scene with Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley was because Drew McIntyre was going to beat Bobby Lashley at Backlash, and Braun Strowman was going to be his first opponent coming out of Backlash, so they were going to keep Braun Strowman around the main event until McIntyre wins the title back and Braun Strowman can be his first opponent back as champion. Now it seems as if WWE could potentially, I'm not saying this is going to happen, it could really happen, that WWE is ready to move on from Bobby Lashley, and they put Braun Strowman in this match for Drew McIntyre to get his win back, win the title, pin Braun Strowman so he doesn't have to pin Bobby Lashley. I don't know. That could certainly be the case here with the WWE Championship. Now, if you guys listen to my SmackDown post show, I'm going to detail this right here for you guys right now. Drew McIntyre wins the WWE Championship from either Braun Strowman or Bobby Lashley, depending on who he pins. Wins the WWE Championship back at Backlash. This coming Friday, we got Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns in a Universal Championship match. This is the final time, potentially, that Daniel Bryan could be on SmackDown. Now, I don't know what his contract status is. Apparently, he's got a contract due up in September. I don't know if he's going to resign. For all we know, WWE could put the title on Daniel Bryan on Friday. We don't know. I don't think that's going to happen because why would you take the title off of Roman Reigns? I mean, that's just fucking stupid. But if Daniel Bryan loses, Roman says he doesn't want to see Daniel Bryan on SmackDown ever again. So if Bryan stays with the WWE, Bryan's going to have a brand that he's associated with, right? So just put Daniel Bryan on Monday Night Raw. You build him up for a little bit. You make the number one contender over there eventually. After a couple of months, Daniel Bryan versus Drew McIntyre. Bryan takes the championship from Drew McIntyre. They need a sense of different on Monday Night Raw, man. This main event scene is one of the worst I've ever seen. This is... Your main event scene on Monday Night was Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, T-Bar, and Mace. Who exactly does Bobby Lashley have to feud with on Monday Night Raw to make it interesting? Who exactly does Drew McIntyre have on Monday Night Raw as far as the heel goes to make his reign interesting? Nobody. Lashley is floating up Schitt's Creek as far as opponents go. Drew McIntyre has no opponents as well. And God forbid Braun Strowman wins the title. Nobody wants that. Daniel Bryan beats Drew McIntyre eventually for the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan is the WWE Champion. Maybe happens around SummerSlam. You got Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole still figuring out what they're going to do. It looks like the feud is going to continue on NXT. You call Adam Cole up to Monday Night Raw. I know it's a death sentence. So I don't really want anybody to be called up. I know how bad NXT talent is booked on Monday Night Raw. I know. Believe me. But God, does this show need something new? Daniel Bryan is the WWE champion. Adam Cole gets called up after SummerSlam. Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan after SummerSlam is your main program on Monday Night Raw for the WWE Championship. God, does this show need something like that, man? Enough of this Braun Strowman shit. Enough of this Bobby Lashley shit. Enough of this Drew McIntyre shit. It is fucking garbage. Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan should be your top program after the summer is over on Monday Night Raw. Now, granted, Bobby Lashley could retain the championship. A lot of people want that to happen. Why? I don't know. Bobby Lashley doesn't really do anything for me as a WWE champion. Everybody's like, keep the championship on Bobby Lashley and book the match with Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. What good would that do? What good would that do? See, those are people that aren't thinking. If Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar happens at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship, who do you think is going to win? You think Brock Lesnar's coming in to lose? He wasn't at Mania. He wasn't at the Rumble. That'll be his first appearance all year on paper. You think he's coming in to lose? It does nobody any good. That means you're putting the title back on a part-time guy, and you're using Lesnar in the same way that you used Lesnar for the last 7 years. Nobody wants that. You could do that match without the championship, and you can give Bobby Lashley the win over Brock Lesnar without the championship being on the line. Meanwhile, you got Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole feuding for the WWE Championship. Then Adam Cole can feud with the likes of AJ Styles. Adam Cole can feud with Edge. Adam Cole can feud with Drew McIntyre. Adam Cole can feud with Matt Riddle. Adam Cole can feud with Keith Lee. Look at how many plethora of opponent Adam Cole can feud with on Monday Night Raw as WWE Champion. As a heel. Oh, but he's a vanilla midget, man. Had some people come to me and say that they'd stop watching WWE if Adam Cole became the WWE champion. Adam Cole becoming the WWE champion on Monday Night Raw is gonna be a make or break situation for you to stop watching the show. Adam Cole becoming the WWE champion is gonna be enough to have you stop watching the show? Have you watched this show lately? No, but Adam Cole is gonna be the end all be all for you to stop watching the show. This is how fucking stupid people are. Adam Cole he's so terrible, he's going to make you stop watching WWE. You, my friend, are a fucking idiot. A complete fucking idiot. If you are going to take that happening, and that's going to be, you know what? I'm done. I'm absolutely done. That is your Monday Night Raw post-show, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Awesome. Make sure you guys check out tonight's sponsor, man. BlueChew.com. You guys are going to use the link in the description. Go BlueChew.com/JDNY, man. That's go.BlueChew.com/JDNY. Use code JD for free samples of Blue Chew at checkout, man. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up as well. We have 758 thumbs up on the channel right now, on the live stream. Let's try for 850, guys. Can you do it? That's the goal. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. BJLJ asks in the chat, did you enjoy Raw, JD? Or did you just get here? Did I enjoy Raw? Where the fuck have you been for the last hour and 45 minutes, man? When have I ever enjoyed Monday Night Raw? Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Guys, if you want some off-the-script beer koozies, see those super chats. $15 or more, man. You guys will get your off-the-script beer koozies. Let's do it. Excellent quality. The print on them is fucking fantastic, man. In fact, look at how good my Liquid Death looks in this motherfucker, man. Let me get this in here. Yeah. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about, man. Now let's go over these super chats. Let's go over these super chats, man. We got quite a bit to get into. Ali with a $4.99 super chat. Hey, JD, you should make a t-shirt that says, "Get off my TV, Charlotte." And can you do a Commander Aziz salute? That had me laughing. Commander Aziz! Thank you, Ali. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for $4.99. Jacob Donnelly with a $5 super chat, man. So did we hallucinate AJ Styles and almost winning the tag team titles at WrestleMania? Starting to feel that way because I haven't seen them since. Yes, Jacob, it was a mirage, man. You dreamt it. The match that you watched was all a dream. Thank you for the $5, brother. Shad Hopper with a $5 super chat. I would love to have people throwing tomatoes at Vince and Bruce. Oh, I'd love to throw something more than just fucking tomatoes at Vince and Bruce, let me tell you. Hula Grim with a $10 super chat. The venue looking epic as fuck, he says. Yes. Indeed it does. Thank you, Hula Grim. Mel's Matt Chat with a $1 super chat. Listen, don't be shy around here. $1 super chat. What's going on? $1's not even going to get you enough to play that fucking arcade game in the corner. Come on. TLG Kevin, $4.99 super chat. I'm tired from work, but I'm always going to be here for the OTS family. Keep it up, JD. Love you, bro. Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Bailey with a $2 super chat. You the best ever. The best ever. Thank you, Spencer. Kevin with another $4.99 super chat. The OTS venue is epic. Indeed. Indeed. Chad Hopper with another $5 super chat. Love the venue. Let me get a Jack and Coke. Jesse! Get this man a Jack and Coke, please. Come on. Cody Tyler Clyde with a $5 super chat. The best. Amazing, bro. I'm a goon. Thank you, Cody. Matt Eagle with a $4.99 super chat. I could enjoy a cold one with a setup like this one, JD. Too bad I can't say the same about Raw. Listen, man, that's why people come here. That's why people come here and hang out inside the venue, man. Told you. Everybody that's leaving a $15 super chat, man. Everybody that's wanting the koozie for $15 or more, man. You're going to have to email me all your email addresses, man, so I can get all this information to Hoot Media. You guys know what to do, man. The email is on the Twitter page. Go and check that out. Just email me your email. Tell me that you donated 15 or more. I will cross-reference it with the stream. Tell me who you are on YouTube, and we will get those sent out immediately. Rafael DeLuna with a 199 super chat. The venue is glorious. Glad I'm not in the rain. Nobody's in the rain here, man. Jesse says, I piss in all drinks that I have to make. Fox. Listen, man, don't let me find this out, bro. Okay? This venue still has that new car smell, bro. If it's got this new piss smell, I'm going to have a problem. Okay? Cool Jags with a 499 super chat. Holy shit, the bar looks amazing, JD. Great work, man. Love this. Love how this channel has progressed over the years. Thank you, Cool Jags. I appreciate you, man. Daniel Easterday with the $2 super chat. Amazing background. OTS keeps getting better. You know it, man. The NYC Demon Diva Issa is back in the chat with a $4.99 super chat. I'll take a Roman Superman Island Lager. The drinks list is my favorite thing. So much attention to detail. Keep it up, JD. You know it, Issa. I couldn't have a beer menu without the Tribal Chief. Couldn't do it. And you know what? I actually had to look up if Samoa has a beer. And they actually have beer brewed from Samoa. I had no idea. All those beer names, all those puns on the beer list that you guys see right over here. Me and Hoop Media put those together, man. Awesome. Logan McCall with a $5 super chat. Strowman Express is heading to Backlash. Whee! Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. Didn't watch. I just wanted to say you and the mods with a Coke in hand. Welcome to the new age of OTS. Thank you, my boy, Mr. Cake. Lauren Hutton with a $2 super chat. The new layout is fire. Hooligan with a $10 super chat. 15 or more to have a shot at a koozie. Say less. The venue is sick as fuck. We all know it would be. I fucking love it here. Hooligan, I love having you here, brother. I love having you here, man. Majin with a $5 super chat. I hate to say it, but Mace and T-Bar are turning into the new Ascension. It's actually quite the comparison there, man. It's a good one. It's exactly what they look like. Lauren Hutton, $2 super chat. You think Orton is turning face soon? I hope. No. Now, Randy Orton as a babyface does nothing for me. Freg Dude, 44 with a $15 super chat. He gets himself a beer koozie. Love the look of the venue and cool koozie. I value your opinion. AEW and Impact is better than Raw. And why can't we get a one-on-one for the WWE title? It's always a triple threat. Because they got to include worthless sacks of shit like Braun Strowman. That's why. The match is actually worse with Braun Strowman in it. But I don't expect any of these half-witted idiots in the community to actually say that. Oh, it's a triple threat match. Yeah. Yeah. Now, it's a worse match than it was with just Lashley and McIntyre. Thank you, Frag Dude. Send me your email, bro. Email me. 0816 Life. $2.99 super chat. Nice place you got here. I know. Wait till you see the lounge. Wait till you see the lounge, man. The lounge is coming down the line. That's the next construction, man. The lounge area. Nice little fireplace. Nice little couch. Nice little reading fucking nook. Big TV on the wall. A bar. I got a bar down here and a bar upstairs, man. Otis Driftwood. $1.99 super chat. Super happy for the new venue. Looks dope. Thank you, Otis. Susan D'Ambrosio with a $15 super chat. Inside the venue is awesome. You really stepped up your game, and Raw tonight was a pile of shit, and Raw makes me vomit. Susan, you got yourself a nice little koozie. Thank you for the $15 super chat, and yes, Raw sucks. Kal-El, I see you, brother. I see you, man. Thank you, brother. Super cool $2 super chat. I watched Pimp My Ride reruns instead of tonight. You know, I actually enjoyed that show. I enjoyed that show, man. Pimp My Ride. $2 super chat. Super cool. I appreciate you, brother. Davey Thompson with a $2 super chat. Congrats on the grand opening, man. Thank you, man. Ryo Wildfire with a $4.99 super chat. Anyone for a game of pool? Loser buys the next round. Great place, JD. I can see Lucille on guard duty for the trolls. Don't worry, man. I got Lucille upstairs in the fucking in the lounge. Don't worry. I shotgunned you. $4.99 super chat. Loving the venue. You've come a long way from the old WWE 13 videos, man. Monday Night Raw sucks. Thank you. Shotgunned. I appreciate you, man. Andrew Harrington with a $16 super chat. All I asked was for 15 for the koozie, man. Andrew Harrington does 16 because he knows how to tip his bartender. What's up, JD? I didn't watch the show tonight. I don't donate much, but I figured I would help support you the best way I can. Also, go Braves. Yeah, the Braves suck. They played a doubleheader yesterday and managed one hit. Fuck the Braves. But that's what happens when they got their two frontline starters out so far all year. Andrew, thank you so much, brother. Email me and reach out to me and get in touch with me so I can send you a koozie, brother. JDfromNY 206 at yahoo.com is the email. Davey Thompson became a new member. He's sitting VIP, man. Davey Thompson's sitting VIP. What are you drinking, brother? What are you drinking? Coiled Phoenix 713 with a $100 super chat. All you geeks, goons, and pretenders should bow down to the true tribal chief of the IWC and acknowledge him, for he's the man. JD is I absolutely love the new venue. It is absolutely beautiful. Please keep up the good work. And as always, much love to you and the OTS family. Coiled Phoenix, thank you for the $100 super chat. I'll send you 2 koozies. Thank you so much, Coiled Phoenix. Reach out to me via email. Get me your information. Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. Charlotte went to the Young Bucks school of heel turns with how quickly she unturned. Remember how many mountains WWE moved to keep Becky suspended? Yeah. Only to put Charlotte in the main event of that fucking WrestleMania as well. Mr. Cake, thank you so much, brother. Davey Thompson with a $20 super chat. He's getting himself a koozie. Jay, you're the best podcaster, always telling the truth about WWE. By the way, I want peanut butter whiskey. We got it inside the venue, brother. Peanut butter whiskey is on the back of the wall, bro. You can't see it because you're getting the bartender's view. But I got it. I got it, man. Thank you, Davey. Reach out to me, man. You're getting a koozie. Email me. JDfromNY206 at yahoo.com. TLG Kevin with a $4.99 super chat. Give Charlotte the 24/7 title and then burn both of them so we don't have to see them ever again. I hope Charlotte has a fucking power outage somewhere, man, so she can't grace us with her android robotic presence anymore. Captain Solo with a $5 super chat. Do you think Sasha Banks has already had a greater career than Trish Stratus? Yes. And were you ever a fan of Creed? No. What would you say is their best song? What If? You know why actually, Alter Bridge is my favorite band, and they're 3/4 of Creed with Miles Kennedy. Scott Stapp sucked, man. I was never a fan of Creed, but knowing that Tremonti and all the other guys, Brian Marshall and the whole fucking band, obviously, is now Alter Bridge. But Alter Bridge and Creed are two different beasts. I was never a fan of Creed, but their best song, in my honest opinion, is What If. Mr. Premium 2002 with a $4.99 super chat. Bro, I don't even care that much about Raw anymore. Big surprise. I'm just here to check out the venue and to once again say, keep on keeping on. Appreciate you, Mr. Premium. You're the fucking beast, bro. I see the show we are talking about tonight, and I have to say this, nice new background, dude. Homer Simpson with the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the kind words. Mr. Cake with the $5 super. Bro, you're getting yourself a koozie, bro. Email me. Email me, bro. $5 super chat. Rhea has said that about Charlotte in every WrestleMania 36 interview. I look at my Elite 84, Rhea, based on Survivor Series 2019, and I'm like, what happened? I don't know. I have no idea, bro. Rhea Ripley is absolutely fucking nauseating. She's absolutely nauseating, man. Indigo with a $5 super chat. Hey, JD, much respect. The OTS venue looks too beast. It's really dope. It was great to see and hear Moro last night. Another awesome live stream. Thank you, Indigo. I love you, brother. Thank you. JD23 with the $5 super chat. Do you think Drew McIntyre should go back to being a heel and move over to SmackDown? Also, hopefully, Shayna breaks free from Nia soon. McIntyre should go to... Actually, not go to SmackDown. Oh, and anybody that goes to SmackDown is getting devoured by Roman. So, no matter what happens, nobody's taking that title off Roman. Does he need to be a heel? Yes. Yes, I do. Think he should be a heel. And Shayna needs to get away from Nia immediately. Magician Sapphire with a $10 super chat. JD, loving the new setup, my dude. Keep on keeping on doing big things. Thank you so much, man. Lauren Hutton with a $2 super chat. Braun a heel again. Sleepy emoji. Yes. Braun is absolutely fucking boring, man. Jericho, 8131 with a $5 super chat. Adnan Verk is the modern Mike Adamle. Where's Bray, you ask? Brainstorming a new gimmick for WWE to mercilessly kill in the blink of an eye. Yes. I'm sure he's on his way to doing that as well. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. Maybe Keith Lee should teach Braun Strowman how to bump. Keith Lee could teach Braun Strowman several things, man. Just not how to bump. Diggity Dog with a Australian $5 super chat. Hey, JD, love your work. Who was better in their prime, Testament or Sum 41? I'm not even answering that question, bro. That's a troll question. Sum 41? Really? Steelers fan 85, $5 super chat. Love the new look inside the bar, JD, but Nia Jax is always putting my ass to sleep. Cue the crickets and good night. Keep up the great work as always. Thank you, Steelers fan. Appreciate you, man. Lauren Hutton with another $2 super chat. Lashley versus Orton. Bryan versus McIntyre. Bryan versus McIntyre. Get the title off of McIntyre. Put it on Bryan. Bryan versus Cole. I just booked you the rest of WWE Raw for the rest of the year. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. Daniel Bryan once said there's nothing about Raw that is fun. And Daniel Bryan is correct. Shayla with a $5 super chat. It's like, now that Roman has made a triple threat match, so great. It's like Bruce wants to make all title matches a triple threat. Braun makes the match worse, man. Braun makes the main event at Backlash worse. Lauren Hutton with another $2 Super Chat. Cole vs. Orton. Cole vs. Cena. Cole vs. Bryan. Yes. I like those matches a lot. Captain Solo with a $5 Super Chat. Let's all chip in and get Andrade some Blue Chew. Maybe then Charlotte will finally get off our TVs. I think Vince already has a casket for Adam Cole. Oh, I know he does. I know he does. Him and Bruce have already hand-picked a casket for Adam Cole. Steelers fan 85 with a $2 Super Chat. Looks great inside the bar, JD. You're the best. Number one. I appreciate that, man. Cool Jags with a $9.99 Super Chat. Raw was absolutely terrible. Thank God I didn't watch this bullshit show. I was watching my Astros whoop the Mariners tonight. Way more entertaining than anything Bruce does. Vince needs to fade away. Vince needs to classify himself as obsolete. Lauren Hutton, do you prefer the Ruthless Aggression era or the Attitude era? The Attitude era. Thank you for the $2 Super Chat, Lauren. Jonathan Gastello with a $3.99 Super Chat. In one sound effect, you could summarize Raw. Much love, bro. Yes. Yes, the crickets. Yeah. Steelers fan, 85 with a $2 Super Chat. JD, slide me a cold brew and some salted pretzels. I got trail mix at the bar, bro. Not salted pretzels. A little bit of everything. A little chocolate, some pretzels, some peanuts, some Chex Mix. Yeah. Steelers fan, $1.99 Super Chat with a thumbs up emoji. Thank you, brother. Mr. Collector with a $1.99. Stupid androids. Plus, you a goat, brother. Thank you, Mr. Collector with the $1.99 Super Chat. Mr. Griffin gets himself a nice off-the-script koozie with a $15 Super Chat. Where is Mustafa Ali? He's on Main Event now. They took him off Raw and made T-Bar and Mace Main Event acts on Raw. Furious Nation with a $5 Super Chat. I believe that gets Furious Nation with a off-the-script koozie, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Does it? I think so. I could be wrong, though. It might get him. I have to check. I have to check if Furious Nation gets himself a koozie. Maybe it does. I don't know. Monday Night Raw is no question the worst show on TV. NXT with Adam Cole, AEW Dynamite, and SmackDown this Friday can't get here fast enough. Monday Night Raw will obviously be the worst show of the week. Thank you, Furious Nation. Tenario wants away with a $5 Super Chat. What's the nastiest alcoholic beverages you had? To be quite fair, Tenario, I can't stand bad tequila. It makes me vomit. It makes me vomit, man, and I might have a weak stomach because, kind of overdid it with the Jägermeister when I was in high school, man. I thought Jägermeister was the greatest thing ever, and then, no thank you. Cool Jags, $1.99. Give me my beer koozie. I think that might be enough for you and a beer koozie, brother. I gotta check. Anybody that's donated $15 or more in total tonight, email me, okay? JDfromNY206. So I know. And tell me your YouTube name so I know, so I can cross-reference it. Steelers fan 85. This may get him a beer koozie too. JD, tell Nia, Jax, and Tamina with the crickets to help me sleep. And cue those bugs, man. Great work on the bar. Can I have a cold one? Yes, you can, Steelers fan. What are you drinking, bro? Raging Girl Gamer. Are you going to do more nighttime Twitch streams? It was lit. Also, I can stream snipe you again. I may actually jump on after this is over and play for a little bit. I may jump on Twitch after this. Steelers fan. 99 cents with a sleepy emoji. Bro, go to sleep. You just asked for a cold beverage. Now you want to go to sleep? Paul Jackson with a $5 super chat. Calling Vince, Bruce, and Bucktooth dipshit the Three Stooges would be an insult to Larry, Curly, and Mo. I'm sorry, Paul Jackson. I won't do it again, bro. Tenorio, 128, $5 super chat. Do you prefer belts with or without nameplates? I actually like the nameplates. I do like the nameplates. BW Rosas with a $5 super chat. WWE can't come up with any original ideas. Another Power GM play. JD, help us. I wish I could, man. If I was in charge of Monday Night Raw, I'd turn this fucking show upside down like you wouldn't believe, man. No, none of them would even know what hit them. Furious Nation, there you go, brother. You got yourself a beer koozie, man. Also wanted to mention this past Friday during a SmackDown Live review, Aleister Black now finally back. Do you prefer him as a face or a heel? And who would you have him feud with first? He's probably going after the IC title, man. I could absolutely see him being a heel. And I could see him feuding with Big E. But I think he stays a babyface. And I think he feuds with Apollo. And I think Aleister Black takes the title off of Apollo Crews. That's what I think happens. Cal L with a $5 super chat. I drove from Dayton, Ohio to Indianapolis in my semi. You are clearly the best, and as usual, Mustangs rule. Cal L, I am very honored I could keep you entertained on your long drive, man. KJ Robinson with a $4.99 super chat. I long for the days Raw was good and me and my friends would all go inside just to see DX versus Rated RKO. Now it's like a chore and embarrassing, bro. It is fucking awful. It is so embarrassing, man. Ricardo gets himself a beer koozie, man, with a $20 super chat. JD, thank you for doing the work so we don't have to. I hate Raw. My Giants are playing great, and I hope Pablo keeps hitting home runs. The venue is next level. IWC, respect your tribal chief. JD, screwball peanut butter whiskey, please. You got it, brother. And you're getting yourself a beer koozie, man. Super Mario Brothers, I see you in the chat, bro. JVD, $5 super chat. Great new look for the venue, bro. Thinking about having my bachelor party there. You got it, man. Just make a reservation. Call me Marky D up, bro. I'm sure he'll take care of you. You think Dana can get Mandy to come through? You're the effing man, bro. Why would you want... oh, never mind. You want Mandy at the bachelor party. That's fine. There's no Dana Brooke at the bachelor party, man. She'll fucking botch everything up. Steelers fan 85 with a $2 super chat. Double J say Slapjack is slap nuts now. Why try anymore? Dr. D's got the voice of an angel, man. Dayron Sands with a $5 super chat. JD got to the live show late. We'll catch the playback. Friday SmackDown review was the funniest review of the year. Can you please say Commander Aziz? Steelers fan 85 with a $2 super chat. Don't piss off Jesse. What's up, brother? Stay safe. Thank you, man. Luke Mamo with a $20 UK super chat. God, Raw sucked. Keep up the great work, JD. Thank you, Luke Mamo. Appreciate you, man. Jake823 with a $5. By the way, Luke, you got yourself a koozie, brother. What's good, JD? Congrats on the new venue. It's sick. Raw was trash as usual. Also, are we allowed to smoke some ganja in the venue? Only in the VIP section, man. As you see, there's a ashtray with some smoke because the last clown that was there clearly forgot to, you know what, Jesse? Go clean that fucking ashtray up, bro. I see smoke coming from the VIP section, man. Come on, bro. I don't usually allow these things to happen. I'm smelling it from here. Jesus Christ, what am I going to do with you? Lauren Hutton with a $2 super chat. Who do you think will dethrone Bobby and Roman at SummerSlam? Why are we dethroning Roman, period? That's what I want to know. Chris Hines with a $15 super chat. He gets himself an off-the-script koozie. Love you, JD. I didn't even bother with this show. Are we going to get your thoughts on Omega winning the Impact World Championship on Wednesday? Indeed you will, brother. Jesse and I will talk about it on Wednesday. The venue is not going to be used on Wednesday, by the way, folks. Only when I'm solo. I can't fit Jesse in the venue, man. So we're going to be back to the boring, lame layouts, which look great, because Salrex doesn't, but it's not going to be the venue. Jesse says, I piss in all ashtrays that I have to clean up. Okay, bro. You know, there's a world-class bathroom down the hallway, bro. Go do your business in there. And make sure you wash your hands, man. All employees got to wash their hands, okay? There's signage all over the place. Lauren Hunt with a $2 super chat. Just merged the SmackDown and Raw shows together. I agree. Cards Retro Mage Anime with a $15 super chat. You're getting an off-the-script koozie, brother. Hey, sir. JD, thank you for awesome content. I appreciate you, man. Furious Nation with a $15 super chat. Do you think former WWE star Mr. Kennedy is the most underrated of all time? No. I do not. Do I think he is underrated? He was. Until he fucked himself up and Randy Orton said goodbye. I did like Mr. Kennedy's shtick. I really did. Tenario with a $5 super chat. Watch WWE put all the women's belts on Charlotte like Kenny Omega has his belts. Oh, I hope not. That would be awful. Lauren Hutton with a $2 super chat. That RK on Cedric was the thing of beauty. It was. It was very nice. Cedric is excellent at what he does, man. Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. Yo, JD, did that goon Jesse pick any drinks? Also, you got any iced tea in the venue? Mr. Cake, I got Long Island iced tea. I don't have regular iced tea. That's a sissy drink. And did Jesse pick any drinks? No, I picked all the drinks, man. I'm in charge of all the beer. We got Delit Eggy. If I pronounce that wrong, I'm sorry, man. $5 super chat. Fed Marks. Watch the same match 20 times and swear it's long-term storytelling. I know, it's pathetic, ain't it? It's fucking sad, ain't it? What a bunch of fucking imbeciles, man. Oh, it's long-term storytelling. Deron Sanders with a $10 super chat. Also, Raw sucks as always. And that song, I don't even know, is a perfect way to describe Raw. I know. I know. It's awful. Rafael De Luna with a $2 super chat. Are you a Toto fan? They make great music. No, I don't know who Toto is. Sounds like something I should be ordering off the Chinese menu. Toto. Steelers fan, 85 with a $2 super chat. JD, I have a Gmail account. Is it JD from NY206 Gmail? No, it's JD from NY206 at Yahoo. I'm the poor schmuck that's still using Yahoo in 2021, man. Lauren Hutton with a $2 super chat. I meant, who do you think in the future will dethrone? Nobody. Lashley will probably lose the title, more than likely come Backlash. Roman, nobody is taking the title off Roman. Roman's holding it forever. Steelers fan with a 99-cent super chat. Bro, go to sleep. Richard Williams with a $1.99 super chat. What's up, JD? Can I get a to the moon? Cameron Grimes. Lauren Hutton with a $4 super chat. Are you a fan of Queen? No. They're one of my favorites. I'm sorry to hear that, Lauren. And a fruity drink, please. I don't know, Jesse, do we got a fruity drink, bro? Make the lady a fruity drink, bro. I'm sorry. I'm looking at a fruity drink right now, man. Go make the lady a fucking fruity drink. Don't give me no lip, okay? I'll dump you. Anyway. Guys, we're about to get out of here, man. We are about to get out of here. What a night. What a night. What an opening night for the venue, man. Isn't this place great? Mr. Cake with another $2 super chat. A barstool layout will look good for AEW reviews. Jesse is not sitting in the venue with me, man. I'm sorry. Anyway, guys, what a night, man. I appreciate all of you. If you donated $15 or more tonight, man, please email me. JDfromNY206. Don't talk to me. Who doesn't like Queen, asshole? I never said I didn't like Queen. I don't listen to Queen. Tenario at $5 super chat. Do you like MK4? I don't know what that is. MK4, I'm going to say no. Everybody that donated $15 or more, man, please email me at JDfromNY206, yahoo.com. Okay, that's JDfromNY206 at yahoo.com. Please hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications, man. Please go and subscribe to the channel. First and foremost, more to come, obviously, this week. We got a ton of shit to go over this week. Kal-El with another $5 super chat. Let's switch thanks for the night. LOL. Did you do a podcast for the Kenny Omega match? Mustangs rule. Kal-El, no. Me and Jesse are going to be talking about that on Wednesday, bro. I may hop on Twitch for a little bit, guys, after this is over. I may hop on Twitch after this. See how I feel. Maybe a couple of games of Black Ops Cold War, man. Chris with a $4.99 super chat. Me and my father watched the whole show and super chat portion. We couldn't stop laughing. Love the OTS venue. Shot of tonic on the rocks, please. No problem, Chris, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, man. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Blue Chew. Check the link in the description. Go get your free sample. Code JD at checkout. And everything else you need is linked down below in the description below, man. I'm getting out of here. It's going to be 80 degrees in New York City tomorrow, man. And the windows, they're definitely going to be down. I got my cold beverage in hand. Windows are down. The Mustang is looking fucking glorious, man. I'm looking at it right now. I'm about to hit the highway. You guys, I want to see those guitar emojis in the chat and that music. Full blast. You know what's coming up, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for NXT right here on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later.